right, joining me on WION Newsroom, Adhya Juneja, who will bring us insights from the world of business. Athira Shashidharan, who will bring us updates from sports. Let's begin with Adhya. Give us the market updates.
Well, thank you, Shivan. Nvidia posted another strong quarter fueled by AI chip demand. But investors were hoping for bigger cash returns from this expected $100 billion haul. The company posted stronger than expected quarterly results and forecast first quarter revenue of $78 billion, topping Wall Street estimates. Sales surged 94%, driven by continued AI chip demand from big tech. However, the stock traded flat as investors accustomed to blockbuster beats looked for more particularly higher cash returns. Analysts pressed executives on plans for its expected $100 billion in cash generation. But Nvidia says it will keep investing in AI infrastructure. The company also flagged rising customer concentration and limited China revenue in its current outlook. Next up, according to Seoul's latest Science Ministry assessment, China has widened its technology gap over South Korea and overtaken Japan in global rankings. Now, the review shows China advancing across 11 key sectors and 136 core technologies between 2022 and 2024, driven by heavy investment in semiconductors, AI, biotech, and next-generation energy. China now ranks third globally at 86.8% of the US benchmark, ahead of Japan and South Korea. Analysts say the shift highlights Beijing's growing R&D strength and the need for deeper regional tech cooperation. And finally, according to a Reuters report, Bytedance's valuation has surged to $550 billion as early investor General Atlantic moves to sell part of its stake. Now, the new pricing marks a 66% jump from last year's internal buyback valuation and a 15% rise from a November private trade. Now, the deal would be the first major secondary sale since US authorities approved TikTok's restructuring in January. Strong revenue growth and easing regulatory uncertainty are boosting investor confidence, reinforcing Bytedance's status as one of the world's most valuable private tech firms. Well, that's it from business. Now, for all the sports updates, it's over to you, Athira.
Thank you so much, Adhya. Here are the top sports stories we're tracking for you at this hour. We'll begin with cricket first. Holders India will take on this T20 World Cup surprise package Zimbabwe in their second Super 8 game today. It is a must-win match for the men in blue following their loss against South Africa on Sunday. India could bring back Sanju Samson into the playing 11. Samson has featured in just one game so far and was struggling for form heading into the tournament. With the match set to be played on a black soil surface which favors spin, Akshar Patel could be drafted in against a predominantly right-handed Zimbabwe lineup. India could also be tempted to give left-arm spinner Kuldeep Yadav a go. Meanwhile, India's co-host of the tournament, Sri Lanka, have been knocked out of the tournament following their 61-run defeat to New Zealand in Colombo. Needing to win to keep their semi-finals hopes alive, Sri Lanka looked to be in control late into the New Zealand innings, having restricted them to 98 for 6 after 16 overs. However, the bowlers crumbled in the late surge from Michelle Santner and Cole McNaughton. New Zealand added 70 runs from the final 4 overs. A chase of 169 left the game in balance, but Sri Lanka's top order folded, and Sri Lanka were restricted to 107 for 8. New Zealand can now qualify for the semis if they win their Super 8 match against England on Friday. Remember, England have already qualified for the semi-finals. Over in football, now Vinicius Jr. scored as Real Madrid progressed to the last 16 of the Champions League by beating Benfica 2-1 in the second leg. The Brazil forward alleged he was racially abused by Cristiano shortly after scoring the only goal of the match in the first leg, with Cristiano subsequently banned for the return leg in Spain. The home fans showed their support for Vinicius by displaying a banner with the words "No to Racism" in stands before kickoff. Benfica took the lead in the 14th minute through Rafa Silva to make it 1-1 on aggregate, but Real were back in front in 2 minutes' time. Vinicius had the last word when he scored with 10 minutes to go to wrap up a 3-1 victory on aggregate. Well, with that, we have come to the end of the sports segment. It's back to you, Shivan.
Thank you, Athira, and thank you to Adhya for getting us all those sports and business updates. That's a wrap on this bulletin. We'll slip into a short break. Stay with us. This is WION World is One.